Eric's hooked up. Dude, that was your first drift with that jig. I saw it. I was like, oh boy. What do we got? How's the new reel?
Great.
It's doing the Laker pole, but who knows? Watch, you might want to take a couple steps out. Watch those rocks. Get out in here. Can you come out here at all? Those rocks are freaking rough. What is it? Oh yeah, Laker. Hit that bead.
Oh, is it the bead?
Yeah, it's the bead. That thing is working you. Yeah, speedfish. Hit that yellow. Jeez, pulling. This current right here, guys, tough. Tough. We got him. Sweet. That's a fresh Laker too. Crush the yellow. I thought it was gonna be on that jig. I saw you put it on. I was like, oh.
I know I broke off my bottom bead and I was like, no.
It's a good idea. Yesterday they were freaking smashing it.
Oh dang it! I was really hoping to do steely.
They gotta be laying there. Yeah, it is. I saw the hook somewhere. There's the hook. Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. Yeah. That should be right there. Oh, that water's cold as shit. Yeah, it is. Alright, let me jig. It's just in the net. We'll deal with that in a minute.
Oh, it's
dude, that's a silver Laker right there. Look how pretty that thing is. Wow. Good work, Eric. First day.
This might be one of my bigger Lakers.
Yeah?
I don't really care.
That's a solid 8-pounder. The dudes above me are leaving. I don't know where they're going. Dude, that's a great fish. Where'd that thing go? Good work.
Oh.
All right, first fish of the morning, guys. There's that bead right there, guys. Nice color. All right.
Cheeto.
Cool. And on that new center pin.
Yeah, first one.
He's got a kingpin over here. Went to a bigger reel. That should help in the river, that's for sure. All right, let's see if we can get a couple more. All right, guys. I gotta march back up here. We got a crew coming down. But welcome back to another video here. Eric struck first blood with the bead. Fished another location yesterday and crushed a lot of steelhead on jigs, but just couldn't keep them hooked up. Our fish catch to land ratio was way off. So we're down here at our usual spot, and Eric did first, so sweet. It's just getting light here, and we're gonna see if we can't get into a bunch of steelhead today. Definitely not as many lake trout around. They're still here, but not a ton of them. So don't forget buffalotackle.com, code WillsWorld, 10% off at checkout. Got my Sheffield rod, my Sheffield floats. We're gonna see what we do. So all right, let's get back to it. All right, guys, we're about 20 minutes into it. Eric got that one fish. I have not had a bite yet, but seen a couple fish come up. See what the day brings. It's still early, still pretty dark out, and the water's pretty dark too. So I think once it lights up here and we get into some good daylight hours, we'll start poking some fish. So see what we can do. Try some jigs, try some beads. Alright, guys, well, down low was not doing it at this point. I think there was more people than there were fish, and we made a big move. We walked all the way up out of there and walked all the way back down into another section here. Long walk, really long walk. but we're gonna fish some jigs. We were down here yesterday and ended up going 1 for 5. And so we're back down here today to see if we can duplicate it and hopefully get some more to the net. So let's get started and see what we can do. Hooked up, guys, fish on. Oh, big steelhead, big steelhead. Please stay pinned. Oh, right up at the surface, running fast. I think it hit the beat, Eric. I think so. I haven't gotten a good, it's a big fish. Fish was sitting way down there, guys. I know, I think it hit. Jig. Jig fish. Ooh, that's a big fish, guys. I got 8-pound leader on. Oh my God. Dude, that thing just made a fucking, it just made a 50-yard run. This is a 10-pounder. It's big. My leader is probably shot after that. It was rolling all up in it. Woo! Guys, a lot of effort's gone into this. Oh my, dude. Oh my God, you guys probably saw that surface out there. It's way out there. 8-pound leader, I gotta be a little delicate. These 2X hooks on these Challenger jigs though, guys, they're no joke. I haven't bent a fish out yet, or a hook out on a fish yet. This is a no joke steelhead right here. I'm gonna take a few steps back. I don't think this fish is ready yet. This thing is hot. Woo! Dude, it's freaking gone again. Try to take a few steps down here. This paid off. Hopefully we can catch 10 more right here. This fish ain't caught yet, but oh my, oh my. Dude, there it goes again. Yeah, it's a bullet. I think it's a big hen. And she is not giving it up. She's getting pretty tired now. Dude, that's a big fish. Help me out. Yeah. Dude, that's a tank. Look at, oh, where's the jig? It freaking buried it, didn't it? Let's see here, see if we can flip her over. Guys, jig, gone. Smoked it. Ow. Here we go. Alright. Guys, white Challenger jig. There's that 2X hook. Still sharp, still straight. That's impressive. Alright. Yep. Alright, guys. Guys. Jeez. That's a 9-10 pound fish right there. That paid off. That is a silver bullet. Freaking crushed that jig. That water's ice cold too. Oh yeah. We're gonna get her good and revived. This fish, as you guys saw, put up a heck of a fight. Look at those colors. I mean, you kidding me? That's crazy. It paid off already. I hope we get a couple more. I hope Eric gets on a big one. But that move already paid off. That's crazy. There she goes.
Oh, digging.
That was a tank.
Let's go.
Good work. That was a long walk and it paid off. So, guys, Challenger jigs. It's a little messed up right now, but no freaking way. Just a little Challenger jig, 1/16 ounce. And you head over to buffalotackle.com, code WorldsWorld, 10% off. They got a 2X mustad hook on there, and it's perfectly straight still. You know, if you buy a cheap hook or a cheap jig, that hook on a big fish like that, you're gonna risk bending it out and you're gonna have a heartbreak. So, all right, Let's see if we can get Eric on one. All right, guys, we're gonna cut out of the fishing real quick to do just a couple minute, really in-depth tutorial on how to fish jigs effectively, especially in the river. You know, to first start out, jigs can be complicated. There's all different sizes. There's all different colors. I mean, you can see it's pretty much every single color the Challenger makes. They all have little variations from just white to white and olive to black to pink to purple to brown. I mean, it goes on and on and on. What I will start out is when you're fishing a river like the Niagara, there's really only one type of forage, and it pretty much all looks the same. And it's going to be your smelt, your emerald shiner, or your golden shiner. And those things basically look white with black backs. So if I'm fishing the Niagara, you know, I'm going to focus more on, especially in clear water, your whites, your white and olives, your white and blacks to keep it natural. Now, if I'm dealing with, say, you know, half a foot of water, or a half a foot of clarity, or a foot of clarity, well, I'm going to start to focus on these darker colors, these browns. Might even go to a full olive, you know, some with the black in it, with the white, to have high contrast on a dark background. It's going to help these fish locate your bait in dark water in a lot of current. You know, when you have dark water in a small creek, it's not too much to play because that bait is going to come right here, right? In the Niagara, it might come here, it might go under them, it might go next to them. And a lot of times those fish, if they don't have enough time to see it coming, they'll see it go by, they'll turn, and they'll bite it as it goes by, right? And a darker color will help them do that. Now, when you're fishing a jig, you know, some guys bounce the rod, and that'll put a nice little twitch on the jig. Some guys pull on it, right? Some guys just do nothing. You do a dead drift. It leaves no action on the bait. It'd be great in cold water. You know, if you have some slush, the bait fish are not going to be darting around across the bottom. They're going to be pretty much just flowing along in the current, and that's what you're going to imitate. Really effective in the Niagara is when you get to the end of your drift, you hold it, right? And that makes that jig just flutter up, and I can't tell you how many steelhead, lake trout, and brown trout come up and just swing on big jigs just like this. So I hope that helps you guys out. You can find jigs just like this over at buffalotackle.com. They have 2X hooks on them, which to you guys that are new or haven't had that heartbreak yet, a weak hook will bend that, or a weak hook on a big fish, it'll bend right out, right? And you're going to watch your big old steelhead, big old laker, big old brown swim away and break your heart. So these are must-add jig heads, actually. It is worth the price, to be honest with you. And they're...
Yeah, talk about the weight a little bit. I mean, you know, these are pretty light heads too, right?
Yeah, we fish a 1/16 ounce head. They make 1/32 ounce, and they also make bigger. We like this head because it keeps it, you know, pretty naturally flowing in the water, in our opinion, but also heavy enough to when you're fishing a little bit more moving water to get that jig down and get it fishing pretty quick.
Yeah, we met a guy that fishes the lighter, the 132nd. Yeah. He told me that he actually trims some of the marabou off of that.
He trims it right off.
Yeah, because otherwise
it won't sink. It's crazy.
Sink.
But a lot of things with that hair being so big, really, when that bait is in the water, it's sitting there doing this, right? It is a very, very natural presentation. And a lot of times it can trick fish on clear water. And then just a little subtlety like this, just a little crystal flash, right? Just a little sparkle to maybe catch a fish's eye or grab their attention to kind of draw them closer. And then it seals the deal with that action, right? You see a lot of guys tip these with wax worms. You can even put a night crawler on there a lot. We have really good success just fishing them how they are. Literally tying them on some 8-pound leader. You do real good in the Erie Creeks, Ontario Creeks, and the Niagara River. They all catch fish. And really all times of the year, to be honest with you. They're really effective. And, you know, when you're having a new angler out, a jig is a really great way to get somebody new to try to learn how to do it, because line management is not a necessity. You know, if they're a little sloppy on the mend and it bounces their float, who cares? That jig just did that, right? Whereas if you're fishing an egg sack, you know, you kind of got to be a little careful, because an egg sack isn't going to be bouncing all over the place in the water column, whereas a jig is going to be. So just little things to keep in mind. You know, if you're taking kids out, these are great. So if you guys want to pick up some jigs, once again, buffalotackle.com, code WillsWorld for 10% off. This is pretty much all the colors, but I'm pretty sure there's a couple more too. Pretty crazy. They got a great arsenal over there. So go check them out, guys. Hopefully get in some. Alright guys, we're tired of watching this boat smash fish. They are smashing fish. So we're gonna move up to this point and see if we can't bomb some casts out there and find them. So these dudes in this boat are throwing 3 or 4 inch long paddle tail swim baits, and they've caught a couple walleye, but they've probably also caught like 10 steelhead down through here. I've never seen anything like it. I've casted paddle tails down here myself and done okay, but the boats usually just bottom bounce down through here. They have the, you know, they have the float set up on. Never seen them just cast and stuff. So hey, something new to keep in mind, I guess. Jeez Louise, they are smashing them. So we're gonna move up to this next point here and hopefully get on that pod. So let's see what we can do. All right guys, that's gonna wrap it up for us today. I ended up getting a fish. Eric got a fish, so that was good. We watched that boat just pound away on steelhead and walleye. A lot of freaking walleye, big walleye too. It's just a weird time of the year down there. I mean, I can remember years in the past that we're down there just pounding fish through all the normal spots and having no problems. And this year it just seems like it's gonna be a grind. I don't know if it's just because the water goes from super dirty to super clear really, really quick. It's got the fish a little messed up or what's going on, but hey, 2 fish, can't complain with that. One of them was a tank steelhead, so that was really cool. 1 fish on the bead and 1 fish on the Challenger jig, so pretty happy with that, and it gave up a good fight. So maybe try to get out this afternoon before this rain really gets firing up, and yeah, just see what happens from there. So hope you guys are enjoying the content so far this year. We're having a good time filming it for you guys. Hoping you guys are learning a lot. And yeah, it's gonna be it for this video. A little bit of a shorter one today. Just plans weren't working out for us. So that's gonna wrap it up for us. So I appreciate you guys for tuning into this video. BuffaloTackle.com, code WillsWorld, 10% off at checkout. Don't forget to head over and take a look. So all right guys, catch you in the next one. See you later.